guys, what's up? I am Shawnee Kish, and I want to thank you for spending this time with me. I am a singer-songwriter. I use music as medicine. I am Mohawk, and I identify as Two-Spirit. She, her is my pronoun. Over the next 30 minutes, I want to share some music with you that I have created, most recent songs, and tell some stories about how I use music as medicine and how it has formed me and shaped me into the person and continues to do so today. Just a little background, I very much struggled in my younger years as a teenager, getting to know myself as an Indigenous person and my family and what that means, as well as reclaiming myself as a Two-Spirit person and that culture and identity for myself. So it's been a very long journey for me, and I'm sure you can relate in your own way. You know, we're all on this constant journey of becoming, and that's freaking beautiful that we get to be that and do that. In our culture, we believe that everybody has their gift, everybody has their reason, and it doesn't matter what the struggle is you face, it doesn't matter what you're coming up against. That coupled with your passion is who you're supposed to be, and then you put back into the world based on that. So I will get more into that throughout the song sharing, but welcome and let's have some fun. This song is called Diagnosed Dissociative.
2, 3, 4.
Dress up like play pretend, knee deep in the world's quicksand, the water's wide. Come on, jump in. Sitting here on the couch, I pray somebody else here owns my brain. Ways this place seems safe. I guess I'll stay. I'm breaking up with my therapist. I guess I quit, that's it. I'm done with this. Help me, leave me alone. Don't hold me long, just hold me close. Don't, wait, don't go. What a mess, they should lock me away. I'm a good girl, but I'm in a bad place. is Reese, by the way, Mr. Reese on guitar.
How's it going?
This next song I want to share with you is called Way Home, depending on who's beside me at the time. Since it's Reese today, he knows it as Way Home. It's an unreleased song, so it really depends on who's beside me and how they know the song. This song today is called Way Home. This is a Two-Spirit song that I wrote as a reminder to myself at the time, but other people who identify as Two-Spirit, to reclaim who you are as a Two-Spirit person, to reclaim your culture, reclaim your path, go back to the fire as a Two-Spirit person, get to know your culture. It's taken me time throughout my life to get to know myself and come out over the years. I think it started even as early as a child. Like, it's just taken this time for me to get to know myself and to come out. And a part of that was me also getting to know my culture. What does it mean to be Two-Spirit? And, learning from my elders. For those of you that don't know what Two-Spirit means, it is a historic tradition through our ancestors that was celebrated. Two-Spirit people were celebrated in communities for who they were, and just this allowing who you are to walk for you and not be predetermined by your gender or how you appear on the outside, allowing an Indigenous Two-Spirit person to walk in both worlds of this masculine and feminine identity, collaborating with each other to be however that might be. And that might look different. A Two-Spirit person might look completely and entirely different than I. It does nothing to do with gender or sexuality. And often I do hear that the Two-Spirit identity is confused with being this new term, and it's not. It's very much been something that our people have honored and celebrated, that our elders carry those stories and pass that back. We're reclaiming that. It is a new term, but it's not a new tradition. We're just at this time reclaiming it. So this is just a reminder for Two-Spirit people to reclaim who you are and always be proud and pride of who you are. So this is called Way Home. Oh, higher, higher, oh, higher, higher, oh, higher, higher, oh, higher, oh, higher, higher, light remembers, love knows no limits, meaning of the spirit, fight, fear, don't fail me now, freedom to claim back to the place we find our way home. We find our way home. Oh, higher, higher, oh, higher, 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 oh, higher, 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 oh, higher, oh, higher, higher, love the same. Spirits talk, they carry the walk around the flame, remembering the way, find the path to the way back. It's time to go home. It's Time is passing by so quickly. Okay, this song, Warrior Heart. I wrote this song a few years ago. And this was to express my own journey in dealing with things like depression and how deep that went for me as a young person, and struggling with my identity, struggling with my place. And I wanted other people to know, especially when there's things like a suicide crisis here in Canada amongst Indigenous youth living on remote reserve lands. We've lost so much after residential school. We lost so much of our cultures, so much of who we are, but that heart and that drive is still there. And to go back to who we are, using our culture, that, and for me, using both my culture and music as this force that's come together to honestly saved me through the deepest and darkest parts of my life. And even today, if I feel like I'm struggling, Grace and I were just kind of chatting about how hard it feels these days, and just being able to use music as that source of power. But this song specifically is my way of reminding those young people that you matter, and that the struggle that you're faced with is meant to fuel you to become who you're meant to become. That struggle is there for a reason. That's a part of your journey, and it's not your downfall, it's the opposite. You're supposed to look back on that struggle and know that you overcame that, and get to know your passion, get to know what drives you, get to know your reason, your purpose, and make something out of it, make something that puts back, as I was saying, into the world. And this song is called Warrior Heart.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Young blood, are you alright? I know that cry, oh, your wicked scars that break your heart, broken down and beat and tied. When I'm breathing hard, silently screaming, you burn your stars, wounded pain. Another scar that keeps the fighter, a warrior heart. Just one more day and just stay. Show what you're made of. Just stay and show what you're made of. Oh, it's a war, but you're not alone. You'll find your place. The battle's real, I know it hurts. You gotta fight the fire and burn that pain. Well, breathing's hard, you're silently screaming. You burn your stars through wounded pain. Another scar that keeps the fighter, a warrior heart. Just one more day, just stay and show what you're made of. Just stay and show what you're made is called Heal. This is a reminder to check in with yourself. We all carry those things on our shoulders and on our back that weigh heavy on us. So just a reminder to check in with yourself and work on your healing journey, whatever that takes. Here we go.
2, 3, 4.
How many moons have you followed? How many stars have you cried? It's dark living in these shadows with all the demons you fight. You've got yours and I've got mine. Oh, when you feel broke and you feel tired, I'll fight. So heal, heal. I'll hold your heart. So heal, heal. I'll hold your all of the wounds that your hands hold, all the hurt that you hide. It's dark living in these shadows with all the demons you fight. You've got yours and I've got mine. Oh, when you feel broke and you feel tired, I'll fight. So heal, heal. I'll hold time for one more, and I want to make it a fun one. But I do want to cap everything off by saying thank you, first of all, for spending this time with me and allowing me to share my stories, and just a reminder to use music as medicine. Get to know other artists and other Indigenous music. I actually made a Spotify Indigenous playlist on Apple. You can check that out if you're wanting to know other Indigenous music creators. And Buffy Sainte-Marie is a good one. Jeremy Dutcher is a good one. Iskway is another good one. Some soulful singers. And right, if you are feeling, especially during these times of struggle and in your own personal life, if you're feeling like you're having a hard time coping, just, go to the pages and write and create, however that form comes out. I do believe in the power of music and the medicine that it holds. So I hope you enjoyed this time with us, and stick around because we're going to answer some questions. Not really Reese, mostly it's going to be me.
It's all you, really.
Okay, this song is called Light Me Up. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I want to open up this last few minutes to anybody that might have any questions, anybody that wants to storytell or share their passions or share what it is that has either made them who they are, or if you're struggling with that, anybody want to chat, anybody have any questions about some of the things that we talked about, feel free to ask, and can't wait to talk.
We're just saying we have a couple minutes for questions, but I personally do not have access to any questions, or if you had any questions, just to chat a couple minutes. But for anybody that is watching, please feel free to reach out on social media or anything like that. If something comes up or you just want to share privately, that's okay too. It's most of my ads are Shawnee Kish. Question. When did you, when did I decide I wanted to be a musician? I feel like being a musician chose me, and it's more about sharing. It's my passion is music, my passion is singing, but my truest calling is to share my journey, I feel like, with people, and hope that that inspires them the same way it's done for me. So I feel like it kind of chose me at a young age, and then my life's journey just it sort of directed me and like shoved me even more towards that life. Especially when I was at the times when I was struggling, it chose me, I feel like. And what advice would you have for a young Indigenous musician who is starting out your career? Stop at nothing. Like if I stopped at the times that people had, like I remember in grade school when there was like the career form that you fill out, like which career you're going to choose or to help you with on that journey. And singing and music was not one of them. Inspiring and empowering was not one of them. And that is something that I wanted to do. And there was somebody who told me that, to pick a real career. And to me, it felt so real. What's more important than using your gifts to empower and to inspire? So whatever you want to do in your life, whatever it is that you feel your calling is or your passions are, use it to empower yourself and inspire others. I find that so compelling in my own journey. If ever I feel lost or I feel like I need that inspiration, I feel like I think about you guys. I think about who needs this more than I do, and it keeps me going. So if you want to be in the arts, it's a long journey of getting to know yourself and sharing that with people, and never be afraid or ashamed of who you are. I don't even know how much time we have left, but there are other questions. So someone can just pause me because I don't have any timer on me. What inspired me to become a musician? Life, definitely life, and the calling. But again, just like feeling, if I've ever felt like those moments where I can't do this, it's, I'm not good enough, or even people telling me that, it's like, just that inspiration of somebody needs this more than I do in this moment, and I need it. So that is what has inspired me to, just pick up and go and work through that struggle in that time. From a grade 8 student at Thunder Bay, how does singing make you feel? Singing makes me feel whole and complete. Again, like it just feels like home. Like whenever I have that opportunity to share myself and express myself through voice, I feel like I sing better than I actually talk. If someone were to ask me to, put together a speech, I would probably struggle epically. But singing comes naturally. Singing and expressing myself through the voice comes naturally, and storytelling through my voice comes, I feel like, I'm most passionate about. What made you start making music about your Indigenous background? So it took me some time to figure out who I was, and still am, like reclaiming my culture as an Indigenous person and a Two-Spirit person. So, and that journey really did start when I went to my first powwow and I heard the drum, and I then, went to Sweat Lodge, and I started learning from my elders, and just things started to make more sense to me. My identity started to make more sense to me. And the more I grew with that, the more I needed to know about my culture and my people and my family. Why our family struggles? Why, like, where does that come from? And that was a journey that I started, I think, in high school. I didn't really understand my younger years. I didn't understand myself as an Indigenous person. I mean, like, we knew it's not really something that, because it was taken away from our people and my family, it wasn't something that we talked much about until I was in my young teenage years and reclaiming that. I think we still have more time. What do you feel like are some good approaches to encourage Indigenous youth lacking confidence and the voice to share their personal gift and find their identity? Oh, I know those days, especially when I was coming out as Two-Spirit, and how scary that felt to at the same time be discovering myself, but this expectation to share that journey also, and how intimidating and how much fear I felt in those times, you know, because I'm living this public life and career, and people want to know, you know, like what's that like? What's your journey? And I was so afraid to be out as, you know, out, but also out coming as Two-Spirit. And what I can say is connecting with my culture, connecting with those traditions helped me. Learning from my elders helped me. Learning from stories helped me. Like even stories of other artists, stories of other people that you can relate to and know that you're not alone and that struggle is real, but it's okay. And you're meant to get through that, and you will get through that. It's just a part of your journey. So no, embrace that struggle and embrace that time that you're not feeling the most confident, and know that you will with time. And you know, just connect with yourself. Always reconnect with yourself and your culture. What else? Can you explain what Two-Spirit means? From the grade 7 and 8 class. Hi guys. So I have come to learn that the most important thing to know about being Two-Spirit is that it's not a new term. It dates back to our ancestors. That was very much celebrated in the community, and it's about celebrating your two genders. You know, I've learned from an elder that, you know, I was born with two spirits, and one speaks to the feminine roles and masculine roles. So I like to think like back in the day, not sure if I explained this in the video, but I would like to think like back in the day, where would I fit in those times? How would I fit in the community? When it seemed like simpler times, what would I be doing? And I feel as though I could fit in hunting and contributing to my community and survival that way, but I would also fit in caretaking. And so you know, those roles are split for me, being Two-Spirit, and very comfortably. And I've grown to learn that, you know, through my elders and through those teachings, that it's not about so much as how I identify. It's this open space for me to just be those two spirits and embrace those two spirits and walk in those two spirits, however that might look. Before you wrap up, can you sing for us again before time is up? Okay. What do I sing?
It's completely up to you. We're just getting a lot of love right now from the platform, and I do understand if it doesn't work, that's okay. We keep getting a lot of individuals wanting to know if it's a possibility.
It is. I don't have my guitar player, but I'm the worst at on the spot, but I will sing something for you. I'm trying to think of something. Do we have time for a suggestion?
We definitely do. Let me just see in the Hublot Q&A if anyone has a quick suggestion. And thank you so much, Shawnee. I know that I'm putting you a little bit on the spot here.
No, it's okay.
All right. One thing that came in is they would love to hear something in your language. Anything, you know, something different that they may not have heard of.
Got it. Okay, ready? I don't know
Yes.
how much time we have. How many more minutes do we have here?
We have as much as you need for a lovely song to share with our audience.
Okay. All right. Okay. You guys ready? Wendy, oh, Wendy, oh, Wendy, Wendy, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Wendy, oh, Wendy, oh, Wendy, Wendy, oh, hey, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go.
Okay, that seems to be all the time we have today. Thank you for coming to this session, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the week. Bye.
Awesome. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
guys. Okay. Bye.